Greetings and welcome to a special edition of Science Sunday with Aoife Ryle and her really good friend Rose.
Yes, this is my coworker Rose. She is a Chilean rose-haired tarantula, so that's why we named her Rose. And she lives here at the Science Center.
That's good.
She lives on the 6th floor.
She's going to live inside that container while we're doing this
segment.
segment.
She'll stay right there. These guys are pretty docile, especially she's been living in human captivity for most of her life. But they can actually, when they get really defensive, shoot some irritating hairs that are not great to get in your eyes. So she's never done that. But obviously with all of our animals, we want to keep them nice and calm. But yeah, she's putting on a little bit of a show today. Got her legs out for us. So like all spiders, she's got 8 legs. She does have fangs in the front of her face over here. She's hiding, which she'll use to catch and eat her prey. They can eat small invertebrates. We feed her crickets mostly here at the Science Center, which she loves. And one really cool thing about these guys is the females are actually bigger than the male tarantulas. So the females can get up to about 5 inches, and then the males about 3.5.
Okay. And you've had Rose for a while because females live much longer than the males.
Yeah, if she stays in good health, she could live to be 20 years old, which is really impressive for an animal this size.
Yeah.
And then one other really cool thing I like is they do molt. And so the way that they do that is they actually pop a circle out of their back, and then they will push themselves out of that hole. And then that's how they shed that exoskeleton so they can continue to grow.
And is that done annually or how often?
That's a great question. I actually don't know how often they molt, but she has done it a few times here at the Science Center. And so we'll actually keep the external molt, and so it looks really cool. It's like a hollow tarantula. But great question. I actually don't know how often.
So she's hanging out with us today, but traditionally, if someone were to come by the Science Center on a visit and want to see Rose, where would they find her?
So you can find her on the 6th floor in the critter corner. So
right adjacent to the WFSB weather exhibit.
There you go. Yeah. So you can go visit her, film your weather report, all in a day.
All right. Something else you could possibly do while you're visiting the Science Center, unrelated to creatures, you could see Elf in your theater. Special showings all month long.
Yes. So Saturdays and Sundays through December at 2 p.m. we'll be showing Elf, family favorite. And our theater is beautiful, so it's a great place to see it.
So we should mention this is an add-on to general admission or membership, but digital sound, stadium seating, it's a great place to catch such a cool movie.
Yeah, and highly recommend getting your tickets online. We think these will sell out, so secure those ahead of time.
All right, so Saturday, Sunday, all month long, 2 p.m. All right, Aoife, thank you so much, and of course we hope you make the Science Center a destination of yours, and we will of course see you again next weekend for another edition of Science Sunday.